Hey guys, you're watching the Game Flames here on the Fanily channel, and today we're going to be doing a demo of Alice's Garden from Goliath Games.
So for all of my fellow OCD nerds who love arranging things in mathematical patterns, I am absolutely digging this game. The tiles, as you can see, are arranged in these little pouches, and each one corresponds to what I will hesitantly call tetraminos, except for the bonus tiles, which we're going to set aside over here for a moment. There's, of course, a score sheet included, a first player token, and there are 4 tiles like these. We only have 2 since it's just going to be myself and Megan playing today, but there are... Thank you, darling. But there are 2 more included in the box.
The general idea is that we are royal gardeners in service of the Queen of Hearts.
And she wants everything to be absolutely perfect in her gardens. So we're going to take these gardening tiles, we're going to arrange them in patterns that she finds especially pleasing. There are multiple different icons on each tile. Gardeners, to chess pieces, to roses, to mushrooms, to trees. And each one will have a different mechanism for scoring at the end of the game.
Yes, the game is easy, the scoring is the tricky part.
Yeah, to start us off as the first player, I will take the little hat icon here, and I think we're going to start things off very easy. I'm going to select the square tetramino bag, and for the very first round, and only on the very first round, I'm going to select a tile for every player plus 1. For all other rounds, you only select a tile for every player. As a quick heads up, we'll do final scoring at the end, but things you want to watch out for. You want to have chess pieces on the grid tiles here on the chessboard. You want to have mushrooms in columns. You want to have trees in rows. You want to have roses in bunches. And if you can get gardeners to be adjacent to other gardeners, either up, down, left, or right, you get to choose from the bonus tile bag. The game will keep going until our gardens are full up to the point where one of us can't place any of the tiles that are on the board. When that happens, everybody gets to finish their turn, and then that's it. Game is over, and we start scoring. So, since at the moment, as the person who last watered plants, I'm going to take the go first tile, and I will start off with grabbing this tile right here, and I am going to place it right here. So what I'm hoping to do is I'm going to create a little block of roses over here. I've got a chess piece on one of the grids, and I'll have a gardener here that I might be able to get additional pieces off of later.
So now it is my turn?
Correct.
Do I take the token?
No, we will finish this draft.
Okay. I'm going to try, we'll see if this works out.
So now that both of us have drafted, then this passes to the person to my left. And now you get to choose a bag.
I'm going to choose hate.
Okay, so since we already have a tile in here, just grab 2. And now you will draft first.
Okay, well this looks like an easy pull here to get the chess pieces on my board.
I'm fully inclined to agree. And then on the same token, I believe I'm going to go for this one. Oh, I cannot do that because you have to place things in the board.
Now here is an interesting question. Could I play a tile piece upside down? Or
yes.
Okay, so I can do it any direction.
Yep. So we're going to see if I can make this work later. So my idea here is, once again, chess piece on the grid. Now I've got 2 mushrooms in a column, and since I have now connected 2 gardeners, I get to take 1 token from the bonus tile, and I will set that aside and save it for later. They get placed at the end of the game. This passes to me, and yes, I think I'm also going to be a bit of a scamp. We're going to go with the favorite T block. Okay, so 1 and 2. Not being near as much of a scamp as I wanted to be. I'm actually going to take this here and place it there.
Let's try like this and see if I can make that become something great.
This passes to you. And which bag are you going to go for?
Oh, I gotta go for the L's. Does that mean I get a bonus tile, even if it's a black card and a red card?
Yep, they're both gardeners, regardless of suit.
Okay, so I'm gonna take you, mushroom.
Okay. And
So now that would be your problem.
which means we are definitely going for Okay, long boys, what do we got? So I will place him here, and yes, I'm eating up a lot of my chess grid with non-chess pieces. We'll see if that pays off. And I get 1 bonus tile for my gardener here. And my bonus tile is another rose.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this, make these guys touch, getting my trees in a row as they like it. I got a chess bit.
Well, that'll go really good with the...
When can I put that in?
Bonus tiles are played at the end of the game.
Oh, okay.
We're going to go until somebody can't place any of the tiles on their board. There just simply isn't room for them.
Oops.
And yes, the rule is that if you can play a piece, you must play a piece.
Oh wait, I go first this time. I'm just sitting there like, what's he waiting for?
Save it. We can save that in the edit. Okay. Yep, it's probably time for ziggity zaggity swiggity swaggity. Okay. So that will create a nice little rose bush for me. Okay. Over to you, darling.
Tease.
Oh, you tease.
Now, because they're diagonal, it does not count for a bonus tile, correct?
Correct. Okay, I'm going to place this here and get me a bonus tile. I'm going crazy for these roses. So this goes back to me. I want to try and fill this T block, so see if I can get one that's more to my liking than the one that's currently out here. Definitely not perfect, but I'll take it. As close to perfect as I'm going to get, so now I'm going to have 2 more chess pieces on the grid in the center, and I get a bonus tile. And a chess piece that won't do me any good. That's okay.
You've given me a perplexing problem on this one.
Ooh, that's some good alliteration.
Well, I guess, unfortunately, I don't love it, but that's the best I got at the moment.
I'm glad all the audience only has to deal with the edit we have of these things, because we are taking our sweet time off camera on this.
2 long guys here, and oh, thank goodness. Okay, so we're gonna put you there, which means I get 2 bonus pieces, because 1, 2.
Very good, very good.
I was hoping for just that. I get a mushroom and a tree, and it's your move. Excuse you.
My apologies.
I can only fit 1 type of tile down now.
Oh, so the question is, am I going to end the game or not?
I mean, if you also choose the 4 square tile, then you will also be at the end of what you can place.
Yeah, but I still... Nope. I think I can make this work in my favor.
Oh, I see.
Definitely not working out exactly the way I had planned, but that is exactly right for me.
Alright, now we place the bonus tiles?
Okay, so here's what happens. Since my darling McGann cannot place either of these tiles, she takes 1 tile from the bonus bag, essentially as a recompense. Then, if there were any other players who hadn't gone yet, they would finish their round, and that's that. So now, yes, I'm going to place these back in the bags. We will place our bonus tiles. Mine, I don't believe, are going to do me any good whatsoever. And then we will move on to scoring, which I know we gave scoring a bad rap. It's only really confusing the first time. I wish there was a bonus for a perfectly filled board.
Alright.
Now is the time to talk about scoring. We'll start with chess pieces. You earn 5 points for each chess piece on the center checkered path.
5 for me. How many for you?
I have 5 pieces, so 25. Okay, roses. 1, 4, 9, 16, and 25 points accordingly for each area of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 squares with roses orthogonally connected to each other. So again, not diagonal. If you have an area more than 5, it still only counts as a fiver.
So I have this little L of 3. That's 9 points?
That's correct. But all your individual ones also count for 1.
16 roses points for me.
Okay, so I've got my big little cluster here. That's going to be worth 25. Got a row of 3 here worth 9. That's 34. And I believe that makes 35 5 over here.
Okay, mushrooms?
You get 8 points for every column that has at least 2 mushrooms.
40 points. Do I get any for the stray mushrooms?
No strays. That would be 32 for me. Trees are slightly weirder. You get points for trees in rows for how many are between 2 trees. So for instance, a single tree on their own isn't worth anything. But 1, 2, 3, between 2 trees, 3 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points. I know it's a bit confusing, but I promise it makes sense.
Very confusing for me. I'm going to let you score the trees.
So for my side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. None on this row. Only 1 tree on this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So plus that 8 is 15. None on this row. And 1, 2, 3 over here. 18, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so then trees. 1, 2. Oh my, okay, that's a very interesting row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, if I'm counting that properly.
We'll just assume you are. Anything else that we're scoring on here?
Empty areas and unplaced bonus tiles. So neither of us have unplaced bonus tiles, but you have 1 empty area, and since it's contiguous, it's only counted as 1 area.
Okay.
-5 for an open area, and -0 for me.
It's not fair.
Okay, total us up.
Well, I feel like I would have done better had I known about the scoring in advance.
I tried to give you as much of a primer as I could.
When you said like the trees want to be in rows, I thought like, okay, as many as possible.
Okay, so for 97 points, you get quite good. The queen is impressed with your job. My 110, I barely squeak into great. The queen is delighted and the gardeners sing your praises.
If you have somehow forgotten, this has been Alice's Garden from Goliath Games. It's actually really cute. I love all these different dice bags that are labeled. It's not a difficult game. It just takes a minute to wrap your head around the scoring, but I think that this is good for a lot of age groups. It says 8+ on the box. Yeah, I probably wouldn't go below 8. I don't see my 7-year-old like understanding the scoring to this at all.
As someone who really enjoys puzzles and trying to make things mathematically work and fitting things into areas because of my OCD, I'm really digging this game.
And we will get you a link in the description for how you can get a hold of this game yourself.
And remember, the Fanily that plays together stays together. We'll see you later, everyone.
If you had fun watching today's video, don't forget to subscribe so that you can see more, and let us know in the comments what other videos you might want to see in the future. Also, don't forget to check out our other channel, The Fangirl, where we talk about all kinds of movies, TV shows, and even books and comics. But viewer discretion is advised. See you next time, Fanily members!